It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
across the 30 to the 32.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's second and 10.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off the
And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at the 33-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being one.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 31, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. On
on second down. It's Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down.
Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 52's the mark, 52. Let's get this,
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there just before halftime.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter from the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 38.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2. Hurts going to keep it again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll set up to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. It hurts, not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down. It's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again with Gibson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give it off here to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever